I am Luciana Hartwin. Welcome to the Temple of Bastet. As always, if you find value here, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. Once in a land where the sands whispered secrets to the wind and the stars aligned themselves into stories, there was a goddess. She was the guardian of the home, the silent watcher in the dark, the flick of a tail in the shadows. They called her Bastet, the lady of perfume, the eye of Ra, the protector of the innocent. She was both ferocious and kind, a lioness in war, a purring companion in peace. But gods are never only one thing, are they? The lioness and the sun god. In the beginning, before she became the sleek and mysterious cat we know today, Bastet was a lioness, a creature of sun and fury, a goddess of war. She was the daughter of Ra, the great sun god, and like all good daughters, she was expected to carry out her father's will. And Ra had a problem. The world was unruly. Humans so fragile, so temporary, had begun to forget the gods, to turn away from Ra. Ra, enraged, sent Sekhmet, his eye, his wrath, his lioness of destruction. And Sekhmet did what she was made to do. She destroyed. The rivers ran red, the world trembled, and Ra, looking upon the ruin, felt something stir within him, perhaps guilt, perhaps regret. He tried to call Sekhmet back, but she was lost in the ecstasy of battle. So Ra, being a clever god, devised a trick. He mixed beer with pomegranate juice, a deep, rich red, and poured it across the land. Sekhmet, seeing what she thought was more blood, drank deeply, and fell into a deep, dreamless sleep. And when she awoke, she was no longer Sekhmet. She had softened. The bloodlust had faded. The fury had dulled. She was something else now. She was Bastet, protector of home and hearth. Bastet kept her claws, but she learned when not to use them. No longer a goddess of war, she became a guardian, a deity of warmth, of safety, of the spaces where light meets shadow. The people of Egypt adored her. They built temples, vast and golden, where cats roamed freely, basking in the presence of their goddess. They saw her in every sleek movement, every lazy stretch, every sudden burst of energy. Cats, like Bastet, were creatures of duality, capable of tenderness, yet armed with silent, unseen weapons. And so they placed statues of Bastet in their homes, at their doors, believing she would ward off misfortune, keep disease at bay, and chase away evil spirits. For Bastet was more than a goddess. She was a promise that in the darkest of nights there will always be something watching over you. The many faces of Bastet. But gods are never only one thing, are they? Bastet was the protector of women and children, yet she was also the goddess of sensuality, of music, of pleasure. In her city of Bubastis, there were grand festivals in her honor, celebrations of wine, of dance, of laughter. The people would sail upon the river, singing her praises, shaking rattles in the air, calling her name in joy. But do not mistake her kindness for weakness. If threatened, Bastet could still unsheath her claws. She stood as Ra's defender against Apep, the great serpent of chaos, watching and waiting, ensuring that darkness would never fully consume the sun. Even the kindest goddess still casts a shadow. Why Bastet still matters. Time moves forward. Empires rise and fall. The gods of yesterday become myths, become whispers, become half-remembered stories in books. And yet, if you have ever seen a cat watching something unseen, eyes glowing in the dark, if you have ever felt protected, inexplicably, as though some unseen force kept danger at bay, if you have ever heard a purr, low and steady, vibrating with something ancient and knowing, then perhaps you already know. Bastet never left. She is still there, in the watchful gaze of a cat, in the quiet safety of home, in the soft places where light meets shadow. Remember, not all guardians wear armor. Some simply wait in the dark, tails curled, eyes glowing, watching, protecting. If you found value here, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. I am Luciana Hartwin. Thank you for joining me today in the Temple of Bastet.